all these people in the comments is saying something about ankle breaking. Hey, listen, we know the anniversary just passed. You know what I mean? They're talking about running behind the back and all that. Listen, man, listen. He got me. He got me.
The funniest part is how many times we've all been dropped, right? Like, you done dropped me at least 3 times. I got you that one time in LA. Brandon Jennings got me my rookie year. Like, you can never, ever live them down, and they just gonna pop up.
Hey, listen, this is what you always say too, Steph, and I know you say it at your camps, and I say it at my camp. If you play defense long enough, or hard enough, you go.
I play defense half the time, man.
It made it so much worse even with me too, because first of all, you hit the shot, but then K Hart, right? Kev just be doing the most. You know what I mean? He just always doing the most. But
always.
He had all the jokes, but that was yeah, it happened.
Oh man, that's why I say basketball Twitter and just the fandom and all that is like, you gotta laugh. You gotta laugh at yourself.
Oh, all day long. Cause Lil Chris be the first one to say something too. You be like, hold up. Who you live with?
Who you with?
Right, who you with? Who you with? Aisha got you cooking yet?
Nah. She's taking care of all that. I'm a substitute second grade teacher. That's my full-time job. So my Riley gave me a 3-star rating on Friday. So I got this week is spring break, so I got really a lot of time to reset, you know, as a teacher to figure out how I can spice things up for her, because I can't have my daughter out here talking trash about me, you know.
Man, I'm trying to tell you, listen, man. Somebody said, CP, you need a haircut. You ain't never lied.
Yo, my wife cut my hair yesterday, bro. That's how it is right now. My wife gave me this little taper. I'm kind of hiding underneath the hat because it's kind of dope. It was her first time doing it, but she did all right. I'm rocking with it.
That's love. Yeah, I'm a pass on that. I'm gonna have to show my wife I love her another way. I ain't got enough hair up here for her to be playing around with. Yeah. One wrong slip and it's a wrap.
Long conversation over here. I finally gave him.
Said, what's your top 5 basketball movies?
Blue Chips, Hoosiers, Love and Basketball. I know I'm gonna say Space Jam for sure.
Right, that's one.
Joanna Man.
That's a good one. That's a good one. Joanna Man.
Wait,
I love you.
That's sneaky good. You got the filet mignon, little hunk of meat.
Hey, you know what's another real good movie too that they shot some of in Charlotte? Man, I think your pops might have been in it. Was he in Eddie? Was your daddy in Eddie?
Eddie, yeah, that was gonna be honorable mention for me for sure.
Yeah,
I was at the old Hive. That was definitely up there.
Yeah, but you got to throw in.
He got game.
Yes, he got game. I made Lil Chris watch something recently. Blue Chips. Blue Chips.
Blue Chips. I might have cut out. That was my first one on the list. Is that?
Oh yeah,
Blue Chips. There's some legends in that joint. What else I say? No, Love and Basketball.
Oh yeah. That's a good 5.
That's a solid 5.
Oh, somebody said white men can't jump. Can't forget about that.
I said, that's 5 is hard.
Too many of them, right?
I think we got 8 or 9 between us.
I was telling Stack, Jack, and Matt that Lil Chris was trying to send me on another road trip. He ready for me to get on. He ready for me to get on, man. You know, I think my daughter is actually she's like happy that I'm around more because I can actually color with her and do all this stuff. But you know, with all this time, you getting like for real to go into what we're gonna talk about. We getting a chance to watch a lot of shows, a lot of TV, a lot of things. So I had an opportunity to watch some Benedict, man. I'd love for you to tell everybody about, you know, Quibi and your partnership.
Absolutely. Like you said, I think more now than ever, we're all in need of, you know, content and entertainment and things to, you know, keep our mind engaged and hear amazing stories that can be told all across the board. So Quibi is dope just in terms of, you know, the ability to bring things down to the, you know, bite-sized type of platform where, no matter where you're at, you can stay engaged with a dope concept, a dope show. There's so many different, concepts on the platform already. Benedict, man, from my standpoint, I'm really excited about, just because it's obviously in the world of basketball. It's talking about St. Benedict's in New Jersey, a prep school that basically followed, an entire season, and documented, what these kids are going through on a daily basis and the pressure that they feel to succeed, not only on the court but in the classroom. And looks at, the athlete's angle, the parents' angle, even from, the headmaster of the school down to the coach, down to recruiting, literally every angle of what youth basketball is like in today's age. And it's real, man. There's some raw moments. It's a really cool journey watching the entire season and the ups and downs. And for these guys, a lot of them come from different backgrounds where, they feel the pressure, they feel the sense of urgency of the moment, and they want to succeed. And sometimes, as young kids, you don't have it all the way figured out, but there's pressure on them. So, it's dope, and to be able to kind of consume this journey in the format, on Quibi with the short episodes, you get through it pretty quick, but it's engaging for sure.
Yeah, and it's dope because I'm sure you somewhat remember. I mean, being in the NBA now, sometimes you forget about, them bus rides, what it was like in high school, and what practice was like, and having homework and all that stuff. What sort of drew you to it?
All that. I think, to your point, like, I know you've been in youth basketball for a while now with the AAU team, and giving back in that respect of, like, all the things that you learned through that process and what you've learned since then. It's hard, man, to get to that next level, to get a D1 scholarship, no matter, where you're playing at in the country. And so, from my standpoint, like you said, it brought you back to the roots of basketball, like, taping your own ankles, and, the long bus rides to and from the gyms, and long practices, and having to, balance your schoolwork, with, being at the top of your game. How you deal with failure too, because I don't want to give away the ending, but like how you deal with ups and downs and not everything being perfect. Like there's so many fairy tale stories, but that ain't everybody's experience. And so I think just the realness of it, and hearing from these kids' point of views about what they're going through and what's important to them, I thought that drew me to it for sure.
Man, that's super dope. What's one of the other shows on Quibi or whatnot that you're looking forward to?
Probably. I think I was talking about earlier. I think probably Punk, just because it was a show that they bringing back. I know Chance. He's such a funny personality. I know he has high energy. So
right.
I'm a prankster myself too. So I'm trying to, I guess live through that spirit and figure out maybe some tricks I can pull with some of my teammates or something down the road. But
I know that's right.
Everybody remembers the OG version, but the Chance version should be pretty dope too.
I can't wait to see it, and like I said, I think it's dope too. Like it's it's like quick bites. You know what I mean? So you can see it, and you don't necessarily sit down for 45 minutes. You know what I mean? You can watch a couple episodes.
I know, like right now, the way it was designed, obviously, like people at home, and it's a little bit slower paced than what people are used to. But when things get back to normal, everybody kind of gets back to their daily routines and stuff. I mean, you can consume, you can sit around with your phone and watch the shows now. But when it gets back to us, everybody getting on the go, and you realize like, oh, I ain't had time to sit down and watch, an hour and a half long show. Like you can get these bite-sized pieces and keep it moving. So. Interesting timing, right now with everything going on, but sets the foundation for what it's going to be going forward.
It's going to be real dope for them bus rides. Probably not from landing in Denver to get to the hotel. You got a whole hour. Yo, can you hear me?
Hey, you can get through a whole series on that ride.
Man, that takes forever. So look, I'm gonna see if we got any questions.
I got you.
I'm gonna see if we got any questions in the comments. Let me see. Y'all got any questions? Let me see.
It's kind of, you gotta wait till May for Benedict Men to come out, but it's gonna be worth the wait.
Yeah. What's happening?
What's going on, boss?
Man, listen. Logging on here.
Hey, I tried to do a little live session last week, and I was in charge of getting all the guests on and all that. I was sweating bullets for the first 10 minutes. I could not figure it out. So I feel your pain, but we back. We live.
Look, though, the last time I was just talking, right? Just talking. I ain't looking at nobody's comments or nothing. Then I see Terrence Ferguson in the comments going at my rap. He told me to ask little Chris how to fix it.
Exactly, that life. You got an expert, IT expert in there.
Man, first and foremost, how y'all holding up, man?
We're doing all right. I think, like everybody, it's a new normal. It's different. You gotta kind of reset yourself in terms of how you going after your days, especially as parents, because now we're doing like the homeschooling situation on top of trying to be productive in our businesses, keep our bodies in shape for whenever we get back on the court. So it's a lot to juggle, but I think our problems are the least of anybody's worries. Just trying to figure it out, man.
Listen, dog. I can't say thank you enough, man, for jumping on here.
Absolutely, bro.
Everybody, please go check out Benedict Man on Quibi when y'all get a chance.
Absolutely, and I know your show coming out in May. Time back in the day, but yeah, appreciate you. You repping Quibi, repping the shows, doing what you're doing, giving people some entertainment, man. All love.
All right, bro. Love to the family.
Yes, sir. Two Carolina boys in Cali don't know what to do with themselves.
Exactly.
All right, bro.